Many thanks for staying with us right here on Sunday Politics on Channels Television as we celebrate 21 years of professional broadcasting in Nigeria. Many thanks for staying with us here. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari, during the Eid al-Fitr celebration, was appealing to Niger Delta militants to stop the attacks on oil installations. He also said the nation's unity is not negotiable. In the midst of the economic uncertainties and the agitations in several regions of the country, several people have asked for a restructuring of the nation. So, what's the way out? Let's get some perspectives now from a professor of law and a former chairman of the National Human Rights Commission. Professor Chidi Odinkalu joins us on the program now. Many thanks for coming on the program.
Thank you very much, and congratulations. 21 years, that's a heck of a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, any child who was born 21 years marks you going to adulthood.
Absolutely, yes.
How have you fed Channels Television?
Great, I think. I think Channels has done great. A great testimony to the possibilities of the country, and to John and all of you, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Prof. Let's go into the issues now. Let me quickly show you this, and it might just give you an understanding of what it means literally, in a literal sense, of course, in a layman sense of when President Muhammadu Buhari has the burden of a center and the states in 36 of them are looking up to him every month from what gets down from the national table. And of course, some of these states can no longer bear the burden of sustaining their own economy and their own wages. Worker salary has become a major one. Let me quickly touch on this matter with Professor Odinkalu. Well, he's talked about 27 of 36 states cannot pay worker salaries, and as it stands now, the local government area, some of them are the ones even having some of the more vulnerable, with the councils failing to pay workers. Well, some states are owing about 10 months, and some are owing between 6 and 4 months. But again, what do you tell someone who is the breadwinner and has not been paid for 10 months? Simply nothing. Well, we're talking about the nation's unity. As it stands now, people are asking, restructure, restructure, restructure. The president says, the unity of this nation is not negotiable. Where do we go from here?
I agree that, but now, I agree with the sentence, the unity of this country is not negotiable. But I should also add a caveat: we cannot take the unity of Nigeria for granted. We've got to work at it. And if we're not prepared to work at it, and if the politicians continue to fritter away the possibilities of the country, they may not be able to control the consequences. That's the only caveat I'd like. So the leadership has got to invest in the unity of the country in a way that reassures the people and brings the people along in fighting those who don't wish us well.
Yeah. Are there people who wouldn't wish us well?
Oh, absolutely.
They are Nigerians.
Absolutely are Nigerians, and there are lots of them who are armed now, who are, because, incendiary devices are all over the map, and, they think Nigerians are expendable, and so I think, and that's the point, that when a country confronts common enemies, leaderships should take the opportunity to unite their people. Sadly, I don't think that is happening at the moment. We are missing such a huge opportunity to unite our people, because we share common enemies. You see, the people who are bombing our people are frankly not asking, am I bombing Yoruba or Hausa or Igbo, Efik or Ibibio? If you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, you get bombed, irrespective of who you are. So I want to see that in their body language, since we're in the business of body language now. I want to see that in what the leadership utters. I want to see that in how they say it, what they do. You see, every time an American citizen is killed, wherever the President of the United States in the world, he wakes up and he acknowledges that a citizen has been killed. And I keep saying it, about President Buhari. I hear him send more condolences to Americans and Saudis and Belgians and French people than I ever hear him acknowledging that Nigerians have been killed. I think that's wrong.
We should do better.
Our president was elected by Nigerians, not by Americans or French or Belgians or those people.
Prof, there is something very significant that he said, appealing to the Niger Delta militants. Before now, we've not seen this administration come forward to say we're going to dialogue. And in some parts of the world, those who attack your facilities are they are sometimes seen as someone who are against the unity of the country. And in that sense, for him to say that they're doing the dialogue with them, it shows a shift in the level of orientation towards the attacks. Is it the right step to make?
The fact is, at some point, if you are not able to achieve outright military victory, you've got to acknowledge that and do what you need to manage the resources you've got. The Joint Task Force, the JTF, has been in the Niger Delta for 22 years, since 1994. That's an expeditionary deployment. And that's notwithstanding the fact that we now have 7 divisions of the Nigerian Army. We've got...
Prof, just a moment. We have to go on this break. We go on a short break. And when we return, we'll talk more about this, Nigeria's unity, and how we can sustain the nation. Stay with us. We'll be right back.